Good morning, dear ninth graders. We are here again. This is an extra class taking the one on Friday that we didn't have because it's Teacher's Day. And here we are having a look at comparative adverbs, which is the last part of a unit and something that we didn't have much time to have a look at, but it's quite simple. Let's go. This is going to be a short capsule. I'm going to try to explain best I can. Well, to begin with, adverbs. Adverbs, people confuse them a lot with adjectives. Adjectives and adverbs are really different. Adjectives, they describe or qualify nouns. Nouns like a cat, for example. I can say small cat or short cat or big cat. Or also I can say beautiful cat. Those are adjectives. They qualify things, they qualify people, they qualify objects in general, situations, etc. Adverbs, on the other hand, they qualify actions. So they tell us how actions happen. I can say, okay, my brother runs quickly and I ran slowly. So what I'm doing is I'm using the adverb quickly to say how fast my brother can run. Run quickly. And in my case, run slowly. So I'm not qualifying something like a noun or like a person. I'm qualifying here the action. So those are adverbs. Adverbs are the ketchup or the mayonnaise or the mustard, whatever you like the most, to the verbs. They are verbs' best friends. So in this class, in this super short class, I'm going to try and explain that relationship. Let's begin. What we have here is that we have two different animals. We have got rabbit and we got cheetah. We know that cheetahs are really, really fast. And we know that also they are faster than a rabbit. Now, usually with the comparative adjectives, we would say that a cheetah is faster than a rabbit. In that sense, we are defining or qualifying the noun, the cheetah, versus a rabbit. But in this case, what we're going to do is that fast is also an adverb. We can say in Spanish, for example, rápidamente, and not rápido, right? This is a bit different. So I know, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use fast to describe how these animals run. So in our case, fast is going to be the adverb. And what I do is that obviously A, the cheetah, runs faster. Faster is the adverb and is defining how fast the cheetah runs compared to the rabbit. So what we have here is another comparative, a particle that we already know. And in this case, fast, we can say that fast has a special characteristic because usually adverbs or regular adverbs, they're going to take this, like beautifully, quickly, slowly, but fastly doesn't exist. So this is going to be an exception. I'm going to explain more about it in a second. So what we have is that we are saying, or we are comparing how fast they run compared to the other. I'm defining the verb. I'm comparing the verb and I'm not comparing the nouns. Let's continue. What you have here are all the regular adverbs. And they are really simple to use. I would say that regular adverbs are the majority of the adverbs. For example, we can transform adjectives into adverbs. For example, warm, which is cálido, I can say warmly. Cheap, cheaply. Loud, loudly. Safe, safely. And in Spanish, that would be the the suffix mente. Mente, rápidamente, abrigadamente, ruidosamente, etc. So when this happens, we have short adjective, short adverbs. We just add "ly," right? Then when we have adjectives that they have an ending of full, careful, and beautiful, and hopeful, we're gonna double another L and we're gonna add Y. Beautifully, carefully, hopefully. So we're gonna double, it's gonna have a double L and Y because of the adjective ending in full, right? And if the adjective in the transformation to an adverb ends with Y, healthy, lazy, heavy, and easy, we're gonna add I here, right? We're gonna add I, and then we're gonna add the suffix "ly." So it would be easy to easily, fácilmente, which is different from fácil, right? Healthy, healthily, saludablemente, lazy, lazily, perezosamente, yeah, and heavy and heavily, pesadamente. Here we have some examples in which we are comparing A to B, and the adverb is always close to the verb. In the comparative adjectives, we don't have verbs themselves. We have the verb to be, yeah. I can say cheetah is faster. The cheetah is faster than a whale or than I don't know, than a horse. And we don't have a verb participating, just the be, right? But here we are seeing that we have the verb learn, we have drive, we have play music, and we have eat. So when we have verbs in between, usually we're gonna find an adverb, which I told you is the verb's best friend. To do this with the regular adverbs, we are going to use, just give me one sec. We're gonna use more. We're gonna use more and the adverb. Okay, so we have, for example, some people learn English more easily than others. Ready? I have easy here, transforms to easily, and then I put more. The good thing, the positive thing, is that we don't have like short, adverbs or long adverbs and count the syllables. No, the majority of adverbs or the regular adverbs, they're gonna have more, right? More and "ly" at the end. Some people learn English more easily than others. Adults drive more carefully than teenagers, usually. I play music more loudly, and vegans often eat more healthily than meat eaters. What we're doing here is that we are describing the verbs, okay? We are just describing the verbs. More, they learn more easily, they drive more carefully, they play music more loudly, and they eat healthily. So it's a comparison of the verb. And then also we have the particle than, right? Because we are using the comparative adverbs. These are the majority of adverbs are regular, but also we have some exceptions, which we're gonna see now. And these are the irregular adverbs. Irregular adverbs, as everything in life, they don't follow the rule. We studied the irregular adjectives, for example, good, bad, and far, but also we have irregular adverbs. And irregular adverbs are quite special because there are very few. We have here some examples: hard, fast, and soon. And when they transform to an adverb, it's just fast, it's just soon, and just hard. But when we compare, we're gonna add the er. Very similar to the comparative adjective. So I would understand that you get confused, but believe me, they are working differently because what they're doing is they are comparing verbs, right? They are comparing actions. So for example, here we have, my students work harder than others. They work. We are comparing how they work. And we landed sooner than expected. We landed sooner than expected. Aterrizamos antes de lo esperado. And also we have these adjectives that we know that are irregular. And when you transform them to adverbs, they transform to well, badly, and far. And then when you transform them to comparative, we are using them in a very similar way to the adjectives. You're using better, worse, and further. I repeat, we have adjectives. These are familiar, we know them, good, bad, and far. And when they transform, they go to well, badly, and far. I can say, I speak English well, because I'm explaining how my speaking is. I speak English well, and it's not I speak English good. No, because that is an adjective, it's different. Or my dad cooks well, cocina bien, y no cocina bueno, cocina bien, that is the adjective. And if I compare, that is a different story. I can say, for example, she sings badly. Ella canta mal. ¿Ya? No, no es ella canta, lo entendemos como que canta malísimo, que canta pésimamente. And far as well. So this is the transformations of also the comparative adverbs, like in we have here. I played further than I thought. It's describing I walked further than I thought. Worse is describing the performance. And my students speak English better than me. So I'm describing how they speak English. So adverbs in general, they're gonna describe the actions. They're gonna go and they're gonna make the actions more beautifully, right? They're gonna sound more beautifully, that's true. Let's see some examples to finish this idea. Here we have some things. We have this snow and this rain, and we have more because, and we have the adverb gracefully. Gracefully es con mucha gracia. So what we have here is that snowfalls. Snowfalls. I put them backwards. Esto de aquí y esto de acá abajo, del ejemplo de abajo. I'm sorry, people. So we have fall, which is the verb fall, de que cae, and quietly, que cae más cuidadosamente. Yeah. So what we have here, you know what? I'm going to change it because it's going to be confusing for us. Okay, let's go. Give me just 1 sec. I'm going to move them up and down. Well, that was fast. Let's go again. I'm sorry for that. What we have is a verb, fall, caer, and also we have here an adverb, quietly. Silenciosamente or tranquilamente. So we want to say that snow versus rain, that snow falls more quietly than rain. More quietly, because quietly is a regular adjective, adverb. It's a regular adverb, and we need also more. We have here again, we have the verb here is move. This is our verb. No, I made a mistake, it's move. And then we have the adjective, the adverb gracefully, con mucha gracia. So dancers or ballet dancers, they move more gracefully than football players. What we're saying is that we are describing how they move, and then we compare it to how the rugby players they move. In conclusion, to sum up, we can understand, we can take for us that adverbs are the verb's best friend. They are going to define how the adverb works. And when we compare, we're going to use more with the regular adverbs that we are going to add ly. I'm going to go back. That we're going to add ly, like beautifully, hopefully, carefully, cheaply, loudly, lazily, heavily, etc. And more, of course. And then, which is a comparative form of the adverb. And some adverbs are irregular and they're going to have a different form when we compare them. The adverb of fast is fast, the adverb of soon is soon, and so is hard. But when we use them for comparison, to compare the action, to compare it with the adverb, they change to faster, sooner, and harder. The same happens, or a bit similar happens to these three adjectives, good, far, good, bad, and far. When transformed to adverbs, they are well, badly, and far. But when we compare, we're gonna be using the ones that we know, worse, better, and farther. And that's it, class. That's it. This was very nice. I hope you had a clarifying thing. And if you have any questions, please, you can write to my email. I'm gonna leave some material for you. My recommendation is do the workbook. Okay, do the workbook activities. The book or the workbook is in Google Classroom. Please do it. It's a good way to study. That's it. Have a nice Sunday and enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow for the test. Bye.